Ciao ragazzi, spero che stiate tutti bene, voi e le vostre famiglie. Vi volevo parlare di 1984, che è un romanzo di George Orwell, perché trovo che in fondo un po' questo momento delicato che stiamo vivendo in qualche modo è associabile a questo romanzo, anche se ovviamente le situazioni sono un po' diverse. Ora scoprirete come, ve lo presento e vi do un'idea del romanzo, vi do un'idea dei personaggi, del setting. E dopodiché, sulla scorta di questa mia, chiamiamola così, spiegazione, potete andare a riscontrare un po' il plot, un po' appunto la storia in generale, l'importanza di questa opera letteraria nel vostro libro a pagina 349 e 350. Ok, spero vi faccio i migliori auguri di buona salute. Ci sentiamo, ci aggiorniamo. In an age of big issues and fears, like the one we are living now, namely the coronavirus, we cannot exclude the study of very famous novel by George Orwell, which is called 1984. The book 1984 is set of course, in 1984, even if it was written in 1948. And now let's see the location on the map, on the world map. This is the world, and the world is divided into three different areas. There is Eurasia, which includes Europe without the United Kingdom, as if he anticipated the Brexit, and the Eurasia includes Europe and the Russian Federation, Russia, together. Then there is East Asia, which includes China, the north of India, and some other countries like Burma and the Far East. Then there is a disputed area, which is this one, Pakistan, Iran, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and as usual, these areas have been a little bit borderline, and of course, we don't know exactly to which area they belong, area of influence. And then there is Oceania, which is made up by North America, Central America, South America, the southern tip of Africa included Madagascar, and Australia and New Zealand, and of course the United Kingdom, called A-Strip 1. The problem is that those powers, Oceania, Eurasia, and East Asia, are at war against one another because they want to get the disputed area, and they fight against each other. The government is totalitarian. There is a dictator who is called the Big Brother. The Big Brother is watching you. And that's why the TV program took this name, because the Big Brother is the leader of the party, and is controlling your life everywhere you go, because there are telescreens everywhere, which are sort of cameras, and you cannot do anything without being spied by the thought police. You cannot even think something which might be dangerous for the government, because you are spied even in your hidden thoughts. The big brother is watching you wherever you go. And in this setting, you're controlled, like you're controlled now at the moment. You cannot move, you have to stay at home. But in this case, it's for an healthy reason, because if we go out, we can spread the virus easier, and that will be a big issue for everybody. If we wait at home and we try to be calm and relaxed, and then things might improve. That's what everybody hopes. The main characters are Winston, which is a very English common name, and in a sort of way he finds a diary and he starts to write on it, and it becomes a sort of revolutionary character. Then he meets Julia, and he falls in love with her, and they meet O'Brien, which is a member of the party, in fact, but he tells them that he's a revolutionary, and he gives them a book which is against the government, against the system. And so Julia and Winston read it when they meet in a hidden place, in a hotel, and they are discovered by the thought police and arrested. Then the two characters are brought to prison, and O'Brien is a spy, in fact. Winston is tortured, and he suffers very much. And after a while, he stops thinking about his love, Julia, and he is brainwashed. And what happens is that he starts to love the party, and when he goes out from prison, he's a totally spoiled man, because they brainwashed him, and so he lost his power, his revolutionary verve, and so the system and the government and the big brother subjugated him and all the other people. So it's a little bit gloomy. It's a novel which focuses on possible futuristic events. The parallelism I can find with nowadays, as I said before, is the fact that at the moment we are secluded, like in 1984 they were secluded, or even if they moved, they were controlled. And if you think about it, even if we weren't obliged to stay at home for the COVID-19, we were controlled, because you have a cellular phone, and you are everyone can detect where you are. I mean, if they want, they know to which cell you have been linked to, so they know exactly where you were at that moment, that in that specific day, and everybody is controlled, and that's what George Orwell said many, many years ago, because as I said before, the book was written in 1984.